everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Lions going up against the Browns.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the Lions go backwards there, and unfortunately that's something they saw a lot in 2015. They had the fewest rushing yards of any team in the NFL.
And it's one of those dubious titles that no one really wants to claim. Even teams who say, well, I don't worry about running it because we throw it all the time. Being able to run it when you want to is a key to success in the NFL, and Detroit struggled doing that.
And again, it's Collins. Oh, and now he bowls him over. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down. It's a little educational piece. I know a lot of people hear 3-4, 4-3, etc. Take us through the 4-3, Charles.
Okay, 4-3. 4 down defensive linemen, usually 2 defensive tackles, 2 defensive ends. Behind them, the 3 those are the linebackers. The middle linebacker, often known as the Mike, with 2 outside linebackers, the Sam and the Will. There's your 4-3.
Sam on the strong side, Will on the weak side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And his guys. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive. First interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
Here we go.
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They keep it with Crowell on first. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Come on, let's go.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. A first down carry now for Crowell. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Let's go.
Play fake. Kaiser. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. Penalty. It's Johnson. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense. He
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington, and an early advantage in that one for the Giants. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, Kaiser. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And Frank's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here come the Lions now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So it'll be first down here after the run. From the gun, here's Stafford. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. To throw again. Stafford. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right at the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, Collins. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Collins. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On the give, this is Collins running left. Space to run past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit! Alex Collins, 33 yards. And the Lions are in for 6.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But, has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Let's go.
Play action now. Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. This is taken at the 18. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They go again with Collins, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On first down, it's Stafford. They'll roll him out, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, here's Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Around the NFL, they're in the second in Philly. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Come on, let's go!
Following the interception, Kaiser. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And here we go on 1st and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and punch it in with Crowell. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell taking it in. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10, Stafford again. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Third and long, it's Stafford. Looking deep here for Ebron. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the second quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And that'll be incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. From the gun, Kaiser. Got an open man, it's a noon one. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Lions strike quickly here for 6 points.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. On play action, Kaiser. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Browns on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes.
Oh, My goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Around the NFL, we've got a second quarter score. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. So out now come the Lions. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Crowell. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Let's go!
From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Despite some tough running, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
And that is incomplete.
Let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it's second down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Keep it up, guys. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
The Browns on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9.
Come on, let's go.
Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. The drive starts with a run by Collins. Able to break the tackle, but then quickly brought down just outside of the 5. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now Collins. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Just beating the play clock. Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. The gap has widened there. The Packers have scored again. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Second down following the run. Now Stafford. Caught on the right side by Jones. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. First down, Stafford here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Stafford now on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll try the right side with Crowell. And he gets Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Second down, here's Crowell. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Kaiser. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And now it's 2nd down. So not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right, that pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Come on, let's go. 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. What? None. We got 3.
From the red zone now, Kaiser rolling to his left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Shift together here from the D-line. They go back to the ground now with Crowell. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 2nd down a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. The play clock's running down. 3rd and short yardage, Kaiser. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Isaiah Crowell, already his second touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Browns add on to their lead. Franks to add the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Throwing deep for Galladay. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Lions. 55 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
A solid pickup at 13 sets them up 1st and goal.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Being chased out left. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Alex Collins, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Come on, let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Let's go. 1-9.
Kaiser. Anunwa's got it, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's a give to Crowell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Getting late here in the 4th, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here.
Here we go! Ohio! 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 Flex round! Flex round!
2nd down, Kaiser. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They might have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Browns on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9.
Here we go.
Kaiser. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Frank's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
This will be fielded at the 6. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They find some open field here. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. A win would be their first of the young season. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go.
On the counter, it's Crowell. And room there to work it inside the 25. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so